Hey everybody, this is Kevin Davidson, your host of the Kevin's Korner Real Estate from a Marketing Perspective podcast. As you can see from right here, this is episode number 14. I'm very excited because this thing keeps growing and growing, and I have two really exciting guests on the podcast today. So I have an agent and I have a vendor, so it's going to be a very interesting podcast, a lot of good information. I always want to start by thanking my support, which is Caitlin Kornick, Devaney Devon, Rosalie Dean, and Wendy Santana from the Richmond office, as well as Jennifer Smitis, the area vice president, my boss. So I want to say thank you to everybody. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to do this. And in saying that, let's get started. Today's podcast, episode number 14, this young lady sitting next to me, her name is Sara Goates. She obviously is with EXP. Say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Tell everybody who you are, what you do, where you do it. Get started.
I'm Sara Goates. I'm with EXP, also the Kelly and Dale team. We are in Richmond, Rosenberg, Fort Bend County, Needville, all the surrounding areas in there. We do go out some to Houston, but mostly we're focused in South Fort Bend County.
South Fort Bend County, okay. And tell everybody, I like to brag on you because you're doing so well, but how long have you been an agent?
7 months.
7 months, guys. She's been an agent for just 7 months, and she's already getting ready to get her second deal under her belt.
Yes.
So it is possible to succeed in real estate in the beginning if you do things right. Why did you decide to get into real estate?
I've been a stay-at-home worker for the past 20 years, raising my kids, and now that they're pretty much, my last one is a senior in high school, I finally can do something else. So I'm continuing my stay-at-home job, and I decided to get into real estate to get out into the community and to help people.
Awesome. And what were you doing while you were staying at home? You had a career there. You were doing something. What was that?
I sell vitamins.
Vitamins, okay. What does that mean?
Well, I work for a doctor, and we manufacture and sell our own line of vitamins.
Okay.
So we've been doing that for 20 years now.
You still do that now?
I do.
Okay, awesome. And what made you decide to become a real estate agent?
It's something that also has a lot of flexibility. I started thinking about something that I could do that I wasn't going to be in an office from 8 to 5 because I haven't done that in 20 years. So I didn't think I would be able to mold myself back into that habit. So
9 to 5. Correct?
Yes, yeah. So I decided on real estate, and it's easy for me to start connecting to people because I have been at home, didn't have much of an outside world, so I can start finding people to connect to and help them along the way.
Did you make the right decision?
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. You have fun doing this?
I do. I really enjoy it.
So I'm going to put you on the spot just for a second. So since you've only been an agent for 7 months, if I was in need of real estate and I approached you, how would you handle that? What would you say to me?
I would ask you, what are you trying to do? Are you looking to buy or sell? And if you are looking to sell, make an appointment with you, come to your house, look through to see if we need to get anything ready for it to sell. And if you're looking to buy, I would ask you what you're looking for, what are your wants and needs, and see if you're pre-qualified. And if you are not yet pre-qualified, get you pre-qualified for a loan and then start looking.
So do you help people that maybe current renters become buyers, or people that can't get qualified now? Do you help them through the process of becoming qualified?
Yes. So I'll, if someone cannot currently get qualified, I'll try to direct them in a way for their credit or savings. A lot of people can't get qualified because they don't have a down payment of any type saved up. So I try to, direct them into what they need to do with either their credit or start saving money for a down payment. And I'll keep up with them throughout a little bit of time. I mean, I haven't had that happen yet since I've only been doing this for 7 months, but that would be my plan. I would, keep in touch with them over the next year or so, and then hopefully within 6 months to a year, we could start the actual process.
Awesome. So you take a really deep role in making sure your clients are successful and you can give them what they need.
Yes.
Do you want to talk real quick about your team, the team that you're on?
Yeah. So I'm on the Kelly and Dell team. Team leader is Kelly and Dell. And then we also have 2 other agents along with me. We work really closely together. If one of us don't know something, there's always somebody else for us to bounce back on. And if one of us are out of town or can't do something, we have someone else that can fill in for us with one of our clients. So it's just a great way to have support and always make sure that we provide our clients with the best service with a combination of over 20 plus years experience.
You're on a team.
Right.
So you help each other out and you work
Right.
together.
Yes.
So I like asking this question because I get so many different answers, but why EXP?
Really because they have a really great revenue share system, and there's a lot of flexibility with it. It's cloud-based. You don't have to go to a brick and mortar office building. You don't have to pay for, an office space rental. It's very, very, very user-friendly, and it's actually the fastest growing brokerage in the U.S.
It's the one brokerage that is cloud-based that everybody's kind of clamoring to.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of friends that are agents that are with EXP, and there's one, I'm not going to mention her name until she comes on the podcast, but she is a team lead for EXP, and she's got 30 agents under her.
Yeah.
And she's so it works, and I know a lot of the value they offer and everything. So now this podcast is real estate from a marketing perspective. So let's talk about some marketing. So you've only been an agent for 7 months.
Yes.
What have you done so far to market yourself? I know you've only, or not only, but in your short time, you've gotten 2 deals already under your belt. What have you done anything yet to market yourself?
Really, at this point, I'm still in the process of trying to figure everything out and get everything set up. I do post on my social media accounts. I do have all the social media accounts set up. I'm still trying to get Google My Business completely set up. So I do have a lot of plans. It's just getting them all lined up and figured out and working together.
And we're getting those lined up right now, aren't
yes,
we?
we are. Yes, I have to do my homework.
Awesome. What kind of things do you think you might want to do in the future to market your business?
I really want to do at least one thing every month in my community, whether it's host some sort of an event to have people in the community come out, like a homeowner's home buying guide type situation.
Earlier when you told me about the training session, I guess I'll call it, for a community, I thought that was a brilliant idea.
Yeah. So, at the community library, advertise for about a month, get people to sign up through Eventbrite and just host, for 75 people or so once a month to have a class on home buying, anything that could topic on real estate.
I have another agent friend that she does farming in her neighborhood, and she went to the local I guess they call it recreation committee or whoever does the events in the neighborhood. She does a monthly pizza party now for all the kids in the neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
And they take the side of the recreation building and put a sheet up, and it's an evening event with pizza and a movie.
Pizza and a movie. That's awesome.
And
yeah.
she's gotten 3 deals from that just in that neighborhood. So, farming is very important, but brand awareness. I mean, just getting people to say, I know who that person is. That's Sara. She's the real estate agent from EXP.
Right.
That's what you want to happen. That's what your goal is. And you and I are working on several things. The other thing that we talked about today that I think is very, very important is aligning yourself with a charitable organization.
Yes.
In the area. Most of the things that you can do marketing-wise, most of them don't cost you anything monetarily. They cost you time and effort. You have to be consistent. But if you align yourself with a charitable organization and you promote them as your company's charitable organization of choice, you do some drives for them, you donate to them and things like that, and then you post that stuff everywhere and you plaster it on your flyers and on your website. People see that. Not only do they see that you're giving back to the community, but there might be some people that have personally been affected by that charitable organization.
Right.
That's what sets you apart.
Mm-hmm.
That's what will get you some passive business, some additional things in here and there. And so you haven't called them yet or whatever, but which one is yours that you're
breast cancer awareness?
Yes, breast cancer awareness. So it can be breast cancer, it can be babies, it can be animals, it can be military, the Camp Hope, it can be, I used to use Camp Hope when I was in property management. So there are a number of things that you can do in a number of charitable organizations. Just make sure that it means something to you.
Well, being a breast cancer survivor myself, that's very personable.
I did not know that.
Yes.
You never told me that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
That was January. That was 2012. So,
wow.
11 years ago.
11 years. Okay. Well, everybody, congratulations. I did not know that. So thank you for sharing that on the podcast. Wow. So now I understand why you chose that organization. Okay.
It means something very dear to me.
There you go.
Yeah.
And you've been cancer-free since?
Since 2000. And it started January of 2012, and I was completely done with everything April 2013.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So about a year, a little bit less than a year.
A little over a year.
A little over a year. Well, congratulations on
you.
that. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Why don't you do me a favor and tell everybody about you as an agent? What type of agent are you? What kind of client do you like? What area of town do you specialize in? Things like that.
So I would love to help anybody that is in the buying or selling process. I think I am very knowledgeable, and I have, even though I've only been doing this for 7 months, I have been very, very helpful to the people that I have helped. They're very satisfied with the way that I helped them get through everything. And I would like to specialize in, like I said, South Fort Bend County, Richmond, Rosenberg, Sugar Land, also Katy, Needville. And I really do feel like I could provide you with great service.
Awesome. Why don't you tell everybody how to get a hold of Sara Goates?
You can text or call me at 832-344-8340. You can also look me up on har.com through an agent search.
There you go. Tell everybody one last thing. What might be your real estate goals? Have you thought about that? Since you're a fairly new agent, you've already got 2 deals under your belt.
I just want to help everybody that I can. I want people to make sure that they're getting the best deal, either buying or selling a house, and I want to provide them with the knowledge to make sure that they are getting the best deal that they can get, either on the buying side or selling side.
Awesome. Well, I personally have been working with Sara for about 4 or 5 of those 7 months, helping her with her marketing. She's building up, so watch out for this lady. This time next year, she's going to be blowing it up. So I tell everybody one more time how to get a hold of you.
832-344-8340. Call or text.
And her name is Sara Goates, guys. Don't forget that. All right.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being on the podcast. So we're going to take a quick little break, and we're going to bring up here, everybody knows this lady. Everybody knows this lady, okay? So we'll be right back. All right, but people, I'm back. This is Kevin Davidson, your host for Kevin's Corner, Real Estate from a Marketing Perspective. This is episode number 14, and as you can see, Sara is on the other side of the room, and this wonderful, popular, excited young lady is
young,
Laurie Bowman.
Let's focus on that young part.
That's she just turned 26. Say hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Tell everybody who you are, what you do.
Oh, okay, yeah. Laurie Bowman. I am with First American Home Warranty. I know it's sometimes a little confusing, but it's First American. Mm-hmm. And I'm at the end of my 17th year, going on 18. Just about to start.
18 years. Now,
I'm only 29, but yeah.
I know, but so you came out of the womb with a warranty in your hand.
Yeah.
But 18 years with Fidelity, or
no. First
in
American.
Home Warranty.
First American.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
First
That's a
American.
title company.
I shouldn't even have said that. But with the same company?
Yeah.
Really?
Always with the same company, and before that I was with just a different division. So I've been with First American, the corporation, for now at 3 years. So
wow, guys, you don't ever see that, especially in real estate.
Some people call it a dinosaur, but I think unicorns are cuter.
So tell everybody first about the company.
Okay, First American has been a Fortune 400 company. Our parent there's a lot of pieces to the company. There's several different divisions, and they just were again and voted one of the top places to work in the USA.
Hey, since you did that, I'm going to do this.
Oh, okay.
Did you know that? Do you know Living Magazine?
No.
Okay, Living Magazine is a real estate or a periodical that's published in and around the whole city of Houston.
Oh.
And Stuart Title, Sugarland in Richmond, was named Title Company of the Year.
Awesome! Congratulations.
So you'll see all that.
I will get to see that. That's
weeks,
congratulations. When did they announce that?
They haven't yet. It'll be next month.
Oh, we have in ahead of the sneak peek information.
Exactly. So sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's okay.
I had to do that.
Yeah. No, that's something to shout about. So yes. So with the company and have been in the Houston area. I cover from Baytown to what's that town? Basically Baytown to Richmond, really Sealy, to the coast.
And how far north do you go?
Basically, if you really Baytown to there, but around the Beltway.
Around the Beltway.
Yeah, around the Beltway, pretty much. I tried to stay outside of that inner loop. That inner loop, those drivers are crazy.
But do you stay inside of 99? Because 99 goes almost around the whole city.
Well, I just go from I really literally have Baytown, go around the loop, go to up Highway 10. So Highway 10 east and west outside of the Beltway.
Okay.
Yeah, and then to the coast. Yeah.
All right. So now tell everybody what your product is.
Oh.
I mean, that's
properly,
why we're here.
Yes. That question. So we are a service provider to help homeowners save money on repair and replacements of systems and appliances. Mm-hmm. And so it's quite the challenge because one of the most fascinating things when I did start is to find out it's kind of required or suggested for agents' risk reduction plan to help their sellers, buyers, and everyone have one peace of mind, pocket savings, and also, I hate to say it, but legal protection. Mm-hmm. So it's really a bonus that it's in there. But what I found out early on is a lot of buyers are handed a product and they don't really know what it's about. And so sometimes expectations are unmet because they really don't have any. Mm-hmm. So that's one of the things I enjoy.
They don't know what they don't know.
They don't know what they don't know. Matter of fact, I'm so glad you said that. We are handing out a sheet. We've had several instances where I'll have an agent call and they'll say, my client needs help. They didn't choose your product, but they need help. And I'm like, well, send me the contract.
I've had that conversation before.
They'll send me the contract. And first off, I just commend agents. Their clientele gets so loyal that they, they come back to them. So normally this client went outside the chain of suggestion that the agent provided. Mm-hmm. And now can't get help. So now they're coming back to their agent who tried to help them from the get-go and reaching out. So what I found out is most buyers, is they don't know. So here's the questions I noticed just dealing with a few of the buyers I've helped that did not choose us, that I looked at contracts. One, did not know when the start. They didn't know when to start. Excuse me, I can't get my words out. Did not know when the start date of their coverage was. For a real estate product, usually it's the date of closing.
Right.
This client, hers didn't start till almost 50 days after closing.
That's almost 2 months.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you call in off the street for a home warranty, most companies are going to have a division that's not residential real estate, or some of them don't have a residential real estate at all. Those policies typically are 30 days after funds were in. Well, title mails funds in. So therefore, we had yeah. So that was one. Another is I had someone call me. The stove, the company they were with was giving them money for a stove. They weren't doing feature to feature, function to function, give them stuff. They were just giving them money, but it was based on 16 years depreciated value. So I laughed. I think they got a hot pot. They got a hot plate and went on down the road. Yeah.
Yeah, they got $10.
Yeah. So again, they don't know what they don't know. So we prepared a little sheet for agents to give their clients, so that and one of the biggest ones is have a connection with the local area representative, because that's usually why I'm getting this call. So they don't have someone they know. You don't have to be best friends with them. They don't have to be right in the area, but to be in the Houston area is important.
Of course. So obviously, just like title, there's more than one home warranty company.
Oh, no.
Wait, did something change I don't know about?
Yeah.
But tell everybody either what makes you guys different or why they should choose you over anybody else.
I tell you, and this is something a lot of people don't know. A lot of title companies will focus, or home warranty companies, will maybe focus on different type of products. So is it good for an older home? Is the product good for only rich homes? Is with luxury options? Is the product good for mobile homes? I mean, there's just, and then I hate to say it, but how deep are the pockets? If a company does not have deep pockets, which is, and I've heard at one point, it takes about 5 years to come into an area and make a profit. Yeah, maybe not at first. It looks great because if they're not playing claims out and they're just taking money, that's a short term. But over 5 years, it takes about 5 years to. And so you need a company that is secure in. Let's look at this. I'll give you an example. Here's a good one. We went through the pandemic. And then we went through that period where the houses were flying off the market.
Yeah.
They're how much up?
We missed that.
Yeah. We don't miss it, and here's why: people were not including the warranties, which we've actually had people with several issues come up. We have agents buying the buyer an air conditioner because of they didn't tell them about the warranty, or we've had all sorts of different things. Because it's just the fiduciary duty of the agent to tell them what's in the contract. They don't have to make them take it,
right.
But they weren't even telling because we want to give you the best chance to win this house. And I totally get it. But what was happening, we were receiving very little income from this division of the home warranty, but we were everyone who didn't know how to cook was now a chef. People didn't know how to make a drink were dadgum bartenders. So we were doing a lot of dishwashers and a lot of stoves that had probably never been touched. So we spent a lot of money during the last couple of years.
Really?
But if we weren't strong, we wouldn't be here. But luckily we're strong.
When I talk to especially new agents, or I'm trying to get one that's been around for a while to come back or start using us, I use the same kind of story with Stewart Title. This year we'll be 130 years old. We've been through everything. Whatever's fixing to come up, we'll be here when it's over. So you need to partner yourself with a company that's been around, going to be around, and has the financial stability to handle these kind of challenges.
Align yourself with the companies that have the same values and the same strength. I totally agree with that.
So is there one thing about your product that's different than your competitors?
You know what? I think what I see is we are meat and potatoes is what I call it. We have added some new options this year, but when I look at our product, we don't have, I'm going to start off by saying this. In home warranty world, there are a variety of products. We all say home warranty, and everybody thinks we're alike. But in order to plan a pricing structure, you have to set some boundaries. And so people have different boundaries. And the ones I like, we may not have, as I say, we may not look sexy on paper, but we don't have a lot of unusual clauses. So, for example, if a client's water heater breaks because it's hasn't been maintained and it's full of sediment, we still cover it. Some companies won't. If what happens, especially in the last couple of years with the marketing or the production down and then the supply chain, what if the part cannot be found? Is the company going to replace the whole item like a stove if we can't get an igniter? Or are they going to give the homeowner the estimated cost for the part they can't get? Those are truly things out there that people don't know what they don't know.
Yeah, but if you give a homeowner the estimated cost of the part you can't get, that doesn't do any good because they can't get it either.
Thank you. Bingo. I agree.
I'm like,
totally. That's pointless.
You just lost a customer.
Yeah. So you had them for a year. That was it. So, yeah. So I think we are meat and potatoes. We don't have, we have to have our boundaries, but we have pretty high limits on our things, but we just don't have a lot of funky clauses.
Cool. So in the few minutes we have left, let's talk about why we're here. Marketing from a real estate perspective.
Yes.
So you admittedly at the beginning of the podcast have been around for longer than most.
Yes.
18 years?
Yes. I work with a good company as well.
Yeah. No, I understand. Yeah. But you've been around, you've seen it all. So we don't need to go back in years, but how do you market Laurie Bowman?
I am really fortunate as compared to real estate agents. I know who my market is. I am working to supply real estate agents with a quality product for their clients and to make that process, that risk reduction bonus, easy for them. So that's my marketing platform is education. And our company does allow us to actually talk to buyers and sellers. So educating, for example, one of the things I'm educating on right now is seller's coverage. Agents can have a listing presentation that includes a coverage for their seller that will transfer to the buyer. And it's very minimal. And it's just, how many people want to spend money during their listing on repairs? No one. So this is a really good product on that. So there's education, just much like Sarah.
Education.
Like to educate our
I use education as my my eye opener to agents as well. So my CE classes and me sitting with agents one-on-one and helping them to grow their business. But you also do events and you sponsor things.
Yeah, did one yesterday at the Houston Yacht Club.
She's a social butterfly. So if you got to meet this lady, because when you meet her, you'll never forget her. We've been working together for how long now?
I'm trying to think. When were you with Asset or
Empire?
Empire, yeah. When were you?
14 to 19.
Yep, it's been that long.
So it's been a while. So, is there anything about Laurie Bowman or your company that you would like people to know that would be watching this that are not familiar with you or your company?
I think the reason I came from where I came from, the other division, over to home warranty, I knew I wanted to live in the Houston area. But the other thing was I knew the integrity of the company, and I knew, I was in an area where you know that there's some problems with home warranties. And it can be the fact that clients don't have proper expectations, or it could be the thing that we're having some partnership issues. So there's always things but our company really cares, and I'm telling you, that is a huge thing.
Well,
in home warranty, that they're not just getting a company up and
I'm glad you said it. It's like when I was in property management. When you said property management and you were in the room with agents, you all got these nasty, dirty looks when you said that. But when I was in property management, I fixed that problem. And it sounds like your company's doing the same thing.
It is. I think this year, what's interesting to me this year has been the most oppressive. I love hot, but this has been the most oppressive summer I've ever had so
when it's dark outside and it's still 85 degrees.
Yeah, something's wrong.
Too warm.
Yeah. So I think, and I've had less issues with homeowners having issues. So
That's good.
something's going well.
Something's going well. So why don't you tell everybody how to get a hold of you if they're interested in home
You know,
warranty?
there's two ways that really work for me, I guess 2 to 3. One, like Sarah, I like text and phone calls, 832. Oh, here it's simple, 832-452-1212. There we go. And then
You got lucky on that one, didn't you?
I did, yes. And then my Facebook is actually my maiden name and my last name, Laurie White Bowman. And then I am also on LinkedIn as well.
Okay. Awesome. So this is the end of the podcast. And what I like to do is I like to reassess everybody and let them know that if you're a vendor or an agent in the Fort Bend County area and you'd like to be on the podcast, reach out to me, 832-654-0527, or email me at kevin.davidson@stewart.com. I want to thank Laurie Bowman for being on the podcast.
I had a great time.
I want to thank Sara Goates for being on the podcast. And again, I have to thank Caitlin Kornick, Devaney Devon, Rosalie Dean, and Wendy Santana, as well as Jennifer Smitis for my support. This is episode number 14, Kevin's Corner, Real Estate from a Marketing Perspective. We'll see you guys next Friday.
Excellent. Good job. Oh, bye. Sorry about that.